Thank you, Derek. Today we recognize PGA professional Paul Michaelian of the Mid-Atlantic section, who has faithfully served on the Board of Control for the past 4 years. In that time, Paul has reviewed nearly 1,100 cases. Paul is completing his term on the Board of Control at this annual meeting, and I was honored to serve with him for this past year. Paul, please come forward. This real quick. I just want to read to you the plaque real quick that Paul will be receiving. As chairman and of the Board of Control, we are grateful to this association for his service, its members in the game of golf, and all he has done for the Board of Control.
That's beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Huh? Want to take a picture?
Why don't you do your speech first?
Yeah, let me do your talk, and then we'll get this.
Do my talk. You got it. Good morning. Can you hear me okay? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Susie, and all you do for the PGA of America. And thank you to Vice President Levy and President Sprague for all you do for the PGA of America. And Pete, you got an awesome team, and I appreciate your heart, like what Mr. Ridley was talking about, and throughout your whole organization. So thank you. Plus, I love Southwest. I love ice cream. So it's all good. And what's the 71 get yesterday, Derek? Did we get anything for the Board of Control team? No?
Give you pride.
Pride. There you go. Well, thank you. It's nice to be with you. I got a few notes I'd just like to go over, please. I'm missing my friend Big Al. God spoke to Big Al and appointed me as onto the Board of Control. You're appointed by the President. So this is you serve a 4-year term, so this is my 4th year, but Alan, my Christian brother, had to go home to take care of his mom that fell. And so Alan and Gail and the whole Renowski family, many of us in this room, our thoughts and prayers are with you. And thank you, Big Al. I want to thank everybody in the room here for your support of the Board of Control, all the section officers, the executive directors, all your input with what you do for the cases is fantastic. And I always encourage you to keep adding that input into the cases. Our caseload is huge. Like Susie said, we have 1,100 cases. We'll experience 1,100 cases. Most of them are, and that's on behalf of members and apprentices. And these appeals they're slackers in the group that just can't get it done. You get the knuckleheads that it's unbelievable what they do. The cheaters. You got code of ethics cases. I've had 61 code of ethics cases. 81. 61 were found guilty. I think 60 of them under Derek's watch. The hatchet man. But all those cases, though, impact a life. And you get so close with those that you serve with on the Board of Control. And again, we make a difference in a life. The Board of Directors make differences when it comes to the finances and how to lead the association. But the Board of Control is dealing with the hearts and our hearts for the PGA members and apprentices. And we play a very vital role, and it was an honor to be a part of that. I want to thank Derek for your leadership with that. I was fortunate to have Derek for 1 year. Paul, you're an awesome heart, man. I really appreciate all you did for us, and what a place in Toscana to go visit. But I was with Paul for 2 years, and now beautiful Susie for 1 year. And she's a good partner. I can tell you that on the golf course, too. So thank you, you three, for all your leadership. I really appreciate that. I want to thank the Mid-Atlantic PGA. You guys there at the Mid-Atlantic and girls at the Mid-Atlantic, I thank you so much for your support. I got to thank the Skull and Dick Johns, past executive director, and his leadership over the years with me. And I want to thank the officers of the Mid-Atlantic PGA, and I want to let you know that when we talk about leadership and mentoring, I think it's pretty cool that the Mid-Atlantic section today here has we have 3 chapters, and the chapter presidents are part of our delegation here with us. And we bring the Assistant of the Year to the annual meeting. And that's a way to help groom leaders and be a part of this, because it is really, really a cool scene to be a part of. So I applaud John Gould and the board's efforts, President Madden that's outgoing, and now President Schulze. Thank you for allowing that to happen. I think that's fantastic. Our last case that we deal with in our hearts is really, and remiss I didn't talk about the disaster relief cases. They're the toughest. In my time there in the 4 years, we were awarded $170,000 worth of disaster relief funds to those that are really down and out. It could be from floods to hurricanes and really just some severe medical issues. Had one with a fire in a golf shop. And, you know, it's up to the PGA members to help feed that fund, and we need your help. And I applaud the board the past, I think it was in the past year and a half, that you get a one-time, or not one time, but over your lifetime as a PGA member, you used to get $5,000 in disaster relief funds. That's now been raised to $7,000. As we get older, there's going to be more and more disaster relief appeals being made to the Board of Control, and that's what we decide upon. And we're going to need to keep feeding that fund. So even the candidates coming on that you're going to be running for secretary, if you can come up with some, I challenge you to come up with some revenue streams for that fund, that would be awesome, because the members are going to need that. Behind the scenes, but also there with us in all those meetings, we got Tom Brawley, Clint Eastwood, I call him Josie Wales. He is excellent with the Constitution and unbelievable, and the past precedents, and when we hear the cases and the past precedents that he has, and his knowledge is just fantastic. So Tom, thank you for all you do, and your team is fantastic. And then with Tom, and it's Mama Kate. I want to see Kate Campbell stand up, please. Where's Mama Kate? She's right there in the back. She deserves a round of applause too. Mama Kate. There you go, Mama. She's like, I got to take care of my boys, you know, and make sure that we travel safely. Where we land down, did you get your car, you got your hotel room, you name it. And Kate, thank you so much for all you do. And your team there at the National, you ladies are wonderful. The whole team there is wonderful, and gentlemen there. So thank you, Kate. She's going to be with the PGA celebrating in January, by the way, for 30 years. What kind of heart is that when you think about our leadership team there at the PGA of America? 30 years. There you go, Kate. And on my fellow members, I had the good fortune of following Russ Libby, and then served with Kyle Hine and John Lindert. And we become so close, and it's so nice. Like last night, I had dinner with Russ and Tracy Libby, and then we always stay in touch with Kyle and Cheryl Hine. And John and Wendy, lovely people that we stay in touch with, Lindert. And then I have Trey Van Dyke and Gene, and just excellent, excellent people from Chicago. And now Tom Henderson, a first-year man, now a Golf Professional of the Year on the Board of Control. How good is that? How good are we with Tom Henderson? Congratulations there, Tom. And your wife, Jean, are fantastic. And you develop such a close bond because you eat together. The only thing we don't do is sleep together, but we're talking about those cases, and it's important, again, how we impact the lives. But I got to thank, you get closest with those that you serve with really for 3 years. And Jack Gale is here with us. Jack Gale is awesome. I'm telling you, what a close friend. Although if you know Jack Gale, I still have yet to figure him out. And I'm still trying to do that. But Jack, I appreciate all your wit, your love, and your heart, and your beautiful wife, and Mary. And then I have my twin. If you know Dale Morgan, he's my twin. Dale always says right, hit it right, from Texas. And Susie Davis with you. Susie's a PGA member. Congratulations, Susie. You two really mean the world to our family, as well as all the others. But you become closer because you have one more year with them. And my kids call them the aunts and uncles from around the country. They have many of them now from the Board of Control experience. I got to real quickly thank the Princess Anne Country Club. where I reside in Virginia Beach, Virginia. If it wasn't for the members there and the support of the members, I wouldn't be here. And so I thank the Princess Anne. It's a wonderful place, wonderful membership. My boss there and general manager, Bill Schonk, is a fantastic Christian brother. He loves the PGA of America holiday, which is when we set the clocks back 1 hour. And that's what he tells me, and it's daylight savings time. He comes around and says, congratulations on a great season. So thank you, Bill. My team there in the golf shop, I got two awesome professionals I work with, and Matt Liebler and Chris Speaker. A PGA apprentice was Laura Landon, who became a mom, so she's no longer with me on the team. And then golf shop manager Suzanne Belat. And they are just, I'm a PGM intern. I support the PGM intern programs in Ryan McLean. But they're there, so I'm here, or I'm on the phone, and we have so many conference calls and make so many calls and do so much stuff. So I thank them for their support. And then my family, my dad, I appreciate my dad and his love of Jesus Christ that he has instilled in me to make him my best friend and my partner. And my family, I got Kyle. You know, we talk about our servicemen overseas. I'd love to add my son Kyle, who's going to be a police officer in the Fairfax County Police Department. And I'd love to, there's so many wars here at home. I think we need to add to our prayers those that are in law enforcement and fighting crime here at home, because there is a war zone here at home as well. So I'm so proud of Kyle stepping up to the plate there in the police academy. And then I have Ross and Caroline. Ross is a 10th grader and Caroline's a 9th grader, and just two awesome, magnificent children. They're taking up the game, played high school golf, and I'm just so proud of them. My dad's away. They're having a good time taking care of Mommy. And Mommy's here with us. It's Michelle. Where's Michelle? I want to recognize Michelle. She's way in the back. Hey, honey, that's my sunshine. I call her the best half, and I thank you, thank you, thank you. So thank you very much on behalf of, I want to say on behalf, I'm just honored to be here with you, and I thank Jesus Christ for allowing me to be here with you. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you.